All right, man. So starting from the top, man. I don't know how familiar you are with my work, but I like to get the full story, man. So if you could, where you from? Where you grew up?
Uh, I'm from Lagos, Nigeria. Um,
You from where?
Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, Nigeria.
I'm from the motherland, Africa. You know what I'm saying? I grew up half of my life in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I moved out here when I was like 15. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long ass time, but you know, yeah, that's where I'm from.
hmm How, how was it growing up in there? 15. You grew up. How was it, man?
I ain't gonna lie to you, for I ain't gonna even come here and sugarcoat nothing. It's tough out there.
Yeah.
But you know, don't get me wrong. There's some good spot about it. There's some good places you're gonna hit to and stuff.
hmm
But like I tell everybody this, compared to where we have right now, man, it's really tough out there. For you got people struggling, you got people trying to make it out, you got people trying to come out here. You feel me? So yeah, it's really tough out there.
hmm Okay, that's dope, man. If you don't mind me asking, how did you end up, you know what I'm saying, in the States? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I came in the state because my pops being stayed out here. You know what I'm saying? My pops leave out here and stuff. So it's like I was back home, my mom and still with my other siblings, and it's like, you know, how am I gonna put it? So it's like in the sense that I was done with school out there,
hmm
and I wasn't really got nothing going on for myself and shit. Cause my country where I come from is like you could go to school and everything, but you're not guaranteed a job.
hmm
So it's like you stuck with okay, now what you gonna do?
All
Nothing.
right.
So my pops was like, instead of him wasting his time out there and shit, let's bring him over. So I came over, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still my pops and shit. We thugging it out.
hmm
But yeah.
So you say over there you finished school at 16. You was done with school. So
Bro,
when you came over here, did you have to get back in school?
yeah, I've been out of school since I was 14.
hmm
Cause one thing I noticed is, when you come out here, they take school by age.
hmm
But back home, as long as you're old enough, as long as you think you know what you're doing, you could finish early as hell.
Right.
So I came out here and stuff. I was thinking of like go to college and shit.
hmm
But it was like you too young. You got to start high school all over again and stuff.
Not over again.
Yeah,
For
which I
sure.
felt like was the kind of little setback for me. But
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like actually like the fact that I start over again. Cause why?
Yeah.
I get to meet people. I
Yeah.
got to like make friends.
No, high school in America is dope.
Yeah,
High school was some of the best time of my life.
America is like real dope as fuck. It's like where I'm from. As soon as you are like say school closes right now, everybody's going home. Everybody's minding their business and shit. But how you in America, I get to see niggas talking about, hey, you want to hang out later on? Like, you get to hang
Yeah.
out with folks
Right.
afterwards
All
and shit.
type of
So
shit
it's like,
going on.
yeah, you get to like actually familiarize with people and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of like glad because don't get me wrong, I've had friends who like moved out here and stuff. Like, never had to do that whole high school process. And a lot is like they find it hard to like make
Socialize
friends
and shit.
socialize, meet people and stuff. So I feel like that was one of the advantages that starting all over again gave me.
You know what's crazy is America, like, education system suck, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say it's basically made to teach you how to socialize, you know what I'm saying? Teach you how to operate in public, in the job, and teach you how to sit down for 8 hours a day at a job, shit like
I ain't
that.
gonna lie to you, I'm not even gonna hold you on that, but like looking at it from where I'm from,
Yeah, this shit.
higher education sucks.
Right.
So if you say America sucks,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm looking like, what? This is way better than how we used to have it, like, back in the motherland and
Right.
shit.
Oh, sure.
So it's like I don't see it the way you see it,
Yeah.
but I feel where you're
Facts.
coming from.
Facts.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely understand
know,
for sure.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope. That's dope to get that different perspective, man. So, did you have aspirations like coming up? What was your aspirations back in Nigeria? Like, did you have aspirations to come to America? Was you they had something else in mind? Like, what was you
lie.
thinking coming up? You know what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna lie, I had no plan. I've never been out here. I've never been in this country before. I didn't even know what I was gonna do when I come out here. It was just more of like a last minute.
So
Oh,
when you
not
was
even
so
playing.
when you was in Nigeria coming up, what did you think? You know what I'm saying? You was going, you know what I'm saying, get into out there if you would have stayed. What you?
If I was in Nigeria right now, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing, but I know I'm gonna be doing something. Cause I'm like I'm a motion person. I can't stay in one place and not get something going on for myself. But the thing is, it's easier to do that out here than to do that back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got so many opportunities, bro. Like say say you can't get an actual job, right? Like, you go into like content creating and shit, make a YouTube channel, like, do music on the side, just get some side hustle. Back then,
Tattoos, anything.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back then, it's tough. We're not getting no type of like, there's nothing motivating you to stack shit.
So what is the jobs for like a young man just out of high school? Like what's
no
the
jobs.
average job?
There's no job.
There's no job.
That's why young niggas like my age and shit, they going to like, I don't know if I should say it all yet, they going to like scamming
Yeah,
and
this
shit.
uncut, bro.
Oh yeah, but like, what I'm saying? Young niggas my age and shit, they going to like scamming.
Yeah, I
and
be
shit.
hearing that. A lot of it track back
Because
to
there's
over
no
there.
jobs. That's the thing. It's not like motherfuckers out here are doing it because they want to do it.
All right.
It's because the government is not providing no jobs. There's nothing to like hold on to. Ain't no. You gonna get to a certain age. It's gonna be like, I don't want to have to ask nobody for shit.
Facts.
I want to have to get my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what make niggas like, they jump into legal stuff. They jump into this and that. And, hey, I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just saying this is what this is what our country has made us become because of the kind of like situation and setback that we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I'm glad you came through here, man. Got a lot of questions for you, man. So coming up, man, like you said, you had no thoughts of even coming to America. So on the music side, what was you listening to? What was you coming up to? What's being played in the household? You know what I'm saying?
Man, every Saturday, every Sunday, my mom is the person that's gonna play reggae. My mom listen to anything, right? And I feel like I kind of like got into music starting from my mom. Because growing up, I didn't used to like the kind of song my mom used to play around us and stuff. I'd be like, bro, you gotta turn this shit off. Like, but she's the mama that, like I said, my dad was not with us growing up. My dad was, out here and shit. So I'd be like, bro, mom, you gotta turn this shit off and stuff. But like when she's playing these songs, she kind of like find joy and like there's just this kind of feeling that she's just so happy. You know what I'm saying? This happens every Saturday, every Sunday. There's always the type of song playing in our household and shit. So it's like growing up to it, I just thought about, I'm like, bro, what is so catchy about music, fo?
You ain't even that's how you felt about the music?
That's how I feel about music. I'm like, what is so catchy about? I didn't even get to see the main part of it. So like, my mom made me join choir in our church when I was young. So I started from singing in the choir. I was put in a boarding school, and I was singing choir to my boarding school. Now I kind of like had the open door to music, but I didn't take it serious when I was young. So when I came out here and stuff, and like I said before, I'm a motion person. I got to get something for myself. Now I'm out here. I'm away from my mom. I'm not hearing those no more Sunday, Saturday music. So I'm like,
you in Illinois. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right.
So now it's like I'm starting to miss those things that I used to hate growing up. So it's like, bro, I need to hear something playing. So I started listening to instrumentals on like YouTube and stuff. Started getting into beats and stuff. And before I'm grabbing a pen, I'm writing something, and I'm playing with people. Bro, growing up in my country, we used to play around with pen and the table and shit, making beats. And I'm the person is like I'm always just coming jumping in like spitting something. Everybody's fucking with my shit. So it's like, but I never thought I could take it serious until I came out here and I found like, bro, you could use the opportunity of having YouTube right there and just putting out something, getting known and stuff. It was like, mind you, these are the things we didn't have back home. So I'm like, okay, now this is an opportunity for me. Let me take this serious. So that's why I took a step into it, and that's why I am where I am right now.
Okay. So what is the main language? Is it English? Is reggaeton in English? Sometimes I be sounding like I hear English, then I be hearing like the bumble cards and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you that everybody think we speak some type of language in Nigeria, right? Don't get me wrong. I think we have about 50 languages in Nigeria only.
Right, because I know it's hundreds in the country.
We have a main language, 3 of them. It's Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. But the main language...
I only heard of Igbo.
Yeah. I'm Igbo. I speak Igbo, right? But I speak Yoruba too on the side because I have most of Yoruba friends and shit. But the main language people speak, funny enough, is English. But now this is where it gets tricky. We was colonized by the British.
Right.
So we speak British English. Y'all speak American English. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's where the difference comes in. But now, not only that, we have this thing we call pidgin. We have this thing we call broken English. Some of us call it pidgin. It's like pidgin, but it's like a fucked up type of pidgin. Let me give you an example. Say I want to say I'm going out right now. I'm saying like, I did go out right now. I did go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You use English, but you put it in like something like a fucked up way.
Yeah.
Like if I'm sitting with my homie right now from Nigeria, we speaking it fast as hell. You could probably get what we're saying,
Yeah.
but because you ain't the English part of it, but you cannot understand it fully because it's fucked up English.
Is that what it be like in the music and stuff when I hear it? When
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
it
what it
sound
is.
like
Like, you know,
English,
when
but
you
then
listen-
I'll be like, what the fuck you just
Yeah,
said?
when,
You know what I'm saying?
when you listen to Afrobeat, it's like you could tell what they're saying,
Right.
but you gotta think deep
But
about
I
it.
don't know the words at
You
all.
don't know, because it's English, but it's fucked up English. That's
Okay.
what it is. Yeah,
So growing up, what was your primary language growing up?
English.
Okay,
I
cool.
speak English. My mom speaks English. My dad. But the thing is, my mom, she don't speak English with me. She speaks Igbo to me.
She do that on purpose so
She
you
do
be fluent in
Yeah,
Igbo?
but the thing is, like, I be around my friends. None of us speak, our actual language. We speak English. So it's like when I'm coming home, it's English. My mom used to be so mad when she speaks Igbo to me, and I'm responding back to in English. She'd be like, "What are you doing? I'm speaking English. You got to respond back to me in Igbo." But it's like, it's English. We speak English, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
yeah,
that's knowing more than one language is dope. You gotta be highly intelligent to me because I find myself pretty intelligent. I cannot catch no other language. Like in the States, they make you learn another. They
that's
push
the
me through
thing.
that
In the
bitch.
States, they make you learn Spanish.
You gotta
German
pick like
and shit.
Spanish, French, or one of
Funny
them.
enough, I studied French for 3 years in my country. Yeah, we used to speak. Most people in our country they speak French, but not everybody. Only if you study it. I'm not fluent with French, but when you say something to me in French, I understand what you say. So so we more heavy in English. But when we come to people and be like, "Where you from? African, right? Where you from? Africa, Nigeria?" They think you speak some type of language,
Right.
But in reality, it's
Right.
English. We speak,
Right.
speak English.
Right,
And shit.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, man, that's dope. So, what about 15 years in on the continent? You know what I'm saying? What's it like? You know what I'm saying? What's the outlook on the West, on America? You know what I'm saying? Well, like, what's the like your mother's views, your aunts, like the older heads, like what's their views on America, or more specifically America, and then Black Americans? You know what I'm
Tell you
saying?
this. So I'm a generalize it American, right? American in general.
Okay.
They think shit out here is sweet. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You all started with the American dream and shit, right? But they think when you come out here, you get damn near anything and everything you want. But they forget the fact that you got to work for it.
Yeah, for sure.
We got people back home calling my phone every day, asking me for money, asking me for this stuff. Because why? They think I'm out here living. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize the fact that I gotta struggle to get this shit. You know what
They
I'm
don't
saying?
they see the gold chains.
Yeah, they see all that shit, but they don't know that like you gotta struggle for it. They think they think as soon as you step to, there's a meme. There's like a meme that been going in Africa and shit. They think as soon as you step your foot in America, you can literally just see a random ass tree and you can plug money from it. Real shit. That's what they think. They think it's that easy.
But they kind of teach Americans like false stuff like that too. Like they tell us like Africans and Arabs, they say like stuff like, and Chinese people when they get off the boat, it's like a myth that y'all get money so y'all can open up a store or sell stuff and stuff like that.
You gotta go through a difficult.
Is
way.
that true though? I don't know.
I mean, I don't really think it's.
Did you get a check when you got off that when you got off the plane?
a check?
I'm just asking. That's just a rumor. That's just shit Americans say. That's just shit Americans say.
Hey, if it was true, I wish I did got a check, but I did not get no check. There was no time.
That's what they say. They like to have Chinese people come and get a restaurant. They say they come then they use that check to boom.
Nah,
The Arabs get the corner store. They get off the plane, get their check. Boom.
This is what I tell people: nothing comes free.
For sure. I know that.
America is not one of the places that's gonna give you shit for free.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta work for your shit. So there's no type of check being given out, fo. You coming out here, but I remember I came out here with nothing in my pocket. Talking not even $1, right? If you hear the story from my dad's side, my dad came out here with what? I think damn near like $100 in his pocket. It was nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that $100 back home was something.
What is $100 here worth back home? Like if you do send $100 back home, what's it worth back home?
Man, if you send somebody, let's never talk about $100. If you send somebody 10 grand right now in my country, you're gonna be praised.
Praise.
Yeah, I'm telling you. The person's gonna look at you like, let me say, bro, you just made my whole fucking month. Not even a week, a whole fucking month. You know what I'm saying? We talking about $10 can get somebody 3 weeks worth of food. I'm telling you. But this is the thing now. The rates by which, like, you know, they convert currency and shit, right now, it goes up and down. So it's not static.
Right.
But get this, though. Coming from my dad's side, back when he came out here, $100 in his pocket could do a lot. But then, you know, when he like converted all that money into like one single cash, $100 bill, it came out here, shit was tough to spend that. Because he couldn't do much with that.
Right.
So you know, so your whole perspective change.
So is there another type of currency out there? You know what I'm saying? Is there a lot of bartering and stuff going on, or
Nah, we use what's called Naira.
okay?
We use Naira.
Is it coin, dollar?
We don't use coins.
Oh yeah.
We used to.
So no coins at all.
We don't use no type of
So when you see coins out here, is it like, what the fuck?
See, when you see coins out here, if you're fresh out here, you take value to that
I
shit.
think that shit like
Yeah, you know, you want to hold it tight. You don't really want to waste it. But like, I feel like, don't get me wrong, I still take value to it. But it's like, I feel like I can't really do much with a coin, or you know, anything that's not a note. So I put it aside. But if you take that back to where I'm from, bro, and you just give it to somebody, like, you know, just a randomized person, it's gonna look like you like, bro, you God sent. Like, this thing could actually do a lot for me just in a day.
before we get to, you know what I'm saying, get to America, man, we're gonna leave the motherland. We're gonna get to America and what's going on now. But before we get there, man, what type of musical influence, you know what I'm saying, is like the music, the American music? Because I know like a lot of music from the continent is starting to come to the West now, you know what I'm saying? But what is it like as far as American music in Africa? Like, we seen like 50 Cent going over there and shit like that. Do American music get spins where you from?
Yeah, so yeah, but it's like not the kind of music that I feel like we mostly listen to in Chicago. See, growing up, I used to listen to Chris Brown.
Me
I used
too.
to listen to like T-Pain, who am I going to Tiger and shit.
Not Tiger though.
Yeah, that's the thing that most people know out there,
Yeah.
right? But like coming up to like now our flow with the way we stand right now, you know, we starting to introduce people like Lil Durk in the city. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby in the city. Herb. Funny enough, I was talking to one of my homeboys back home. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling them about Herbo. I was like, "There's this one rapper." You know what I'm saying? Because I made a song that kind of like inspired me from Herbo. I was talking to him about the song and I brought up Herbo and she was like, "Who's that?" You know what I'm saying? But think about it. Before I moved out here, I didn't even know who Herbo was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who Lil Baby was. But I knew it was Chris Brown was.
Yeah.
So like, so this main artists and stuff in America, they're slowly getting introduced into Nigerian stuff. But you know, I'm like where I'm from, we take our craft heavy, I say. So like Nigerians, they would rather and like be ready to listen to more of Afro beats before they want to give a listen to anything that's outside Afrobeat. So you know what I'm saying? Because Afrobeat, we own it. That's our stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what we make. So that's what we tend to listen to more before we not, you know, slowly go into like listen to, you know, other tribes or American music and stuff.
How different is Afro beats and reggaeton and any other music that might come from?
Totally different. Like you could tell. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta think about it. When you listen to it, the feeling is gonna make you, oh, this shit different. Afrobeat comes with like hype. Like, bro, let me tell you something. You can't sit down right now and listen to a fire Afrobeat and some part of your body is not gonna be shaking. You know what I'm saying? You can start from your hip, for, you know, your body's moving and shit. Like, it's different. You know, I don't listen to more of reggaeton and shit, but I'm telling you, Afrobeat has this kind of cash to it. It's like, bro, my EP I just dropped was Afrobeat, and I dropped it because most of my fans, they were telling me, like, you know, most people listen to my music and shit, but we got to do Afrobeat at least one. You know, we listen to your songs, it's good, but it's all traps and shit. But you got to give us Afrobeat. Like, you got to like put out something from where you from.
What exactly makes it Afrobeat? Is it just the beat? Is it, you know what I'm saying, having a producer from the motherland? What makes it an Afrobeat?
That's a good question, because I'll tell you this. It starts on the beat. and then he goes to who's on that beat.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Now
saying?
who made it?
No, who made it?
Okay.
He goes from the beat to who's on that beat, and then goes to how the person delivers the song on that beat. You know what I'm saying? There's something called I'm a Piano. I don't think you've heard of it before.
It's called I'm a Piano.
I'm a Piano. It's like more of like South Africans type of like genre and shit. But it's like most people, they tend to mix Afrobeats and I'm a Piano together, but it's two different things.
So I'm a Piano is a different.
It's a different kind of genre, but it's fire. But Afrobeats on its own, yeah, I'm telling you, it's fire. Yeah, but Afrobeats on its own is like, man, once the beat starts, you just get one, like you just automatically know like, oh, this shit Afrobeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know more of like any Afrobeat artists and stuff?
I just interviewed an Afrobeat artist. This was my first time knowing anything about Afrobeats for real.
Yeah.
And she's from Oklahoma. I'll send you her information after this. But she's from Oklahoma and she came up here and she played her music. That was probably my first time. But she was pretty new to it too, you know what I'm saying? So she told me like what she knew, but as of right now, I'm still like fish out of water. You know what I'm saying?
Afrobeat, bro. I'm telling you.
Like when I saw your shit, I wasn't expecting you to be that raw. Like, I don't know why I thought you was bringing something else to the table. I'm like,
I appreciate it. But yeah, like you see, Afrobeat is like a start to like, I feel like, you know what's crazy? Most of American artists right now, they trying to hop on that Afrobeat. I don't know if you noticed.
I've been seeing stuff. I don't want to butcher nobody's names. That's why I'm not mentioning them. But I know it's a famous, like a real big one, a real big Afrobeat recording artist, a male dude that's like going crazy.
I'm talking about Davido.
I don't know. I don't want to butcher his name. I don't want to say the wrong thing on here. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Have me on wax.
Hey, see, you know what? Just to clarify, let me say this right now.
I'm unfamiliar. I don't know the names.
Yeah, I feel you.
But it's being heard for sure.
Just to clarify, let me say this right now. Like, how am I gonna say this? It's not gonna sound offensive, but it's like, you know, there's 3 top artists that everybody tends to speak of in Nigeria. Like, these are the people that are popping right now. Like top 3 Afrobeat artists: Wizkid, Burna Boy.
I know Wizkid,
Burna Boy, and Davido.
I know Burna Boy. Right. That's what I was thinking about Burna Boy. I was thinking about Burna
how you know Burna Boy and Wizkid? You don't know Davido?
Because they've been going. Because even if you're not fluent with the music, they going so crazy that I see them like on the front pages of things. I see other bloggers talking about them. You know, so I might not be a fan or know nothing about them, but I see you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like
it's undeniable. Wizkid, I know. I interviewed an artist that got a song with Wizkid. Ink Dog from Chicago. He got a song with Wizkid. Yes, sir.
I don't think I know, bro.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like I said, bro, Afrobeat is like the wave is going right now. It's hot. Like, you know, everybody want to hop on that wave. Like everybody want to hop on that because Afrobeat right now is moving.
For sure.
Moving.
That's dope, man. I'm glad I got you in here, man. So let's get back to your story, man. So you get here with Pops, you know what I'm saying? You on a plane, you on the way here. How long was the plane ride?
Man, she was like, I think 13 hours.
First time on a plane?
Yeah, that was my first time. Was it? No, I don't think so. That ain't my first time on the plane.
Okay.
That ain't my first time on the plane. That was probably my second time on the plane.
All right. Did y'all like hear about like 9/11 like over there? Like when that shit happened?
I heard about 9/11 when I came out here.
Okay.
Bro, everything that happens in Nigeria is everything that you hear about is only the things that are happening in there. You're not gonna hear nothing that's happening outside the country. Like we so heavy on minding our business.
Yeah, for
sure. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, where I'm from, we don't have that much of like electricity and shit. Like you guys have 24 hours like light and shit. So like there's no time to turn on the news or hear what's happening outside and shit. We just focus on, I see this happen. You know, he's spreading like everybody, the neighbors hearing about it and shit. That's how our news go around. Yeah. We don't be like turn on the TV to like, you know, listen to shit and stuff like that. So yeah, I knew about 9/11 when I came. It was like my sophomore year in high school. That was when I knew about 9/11.
And I just say that because I know the first time I got on the plane, I thought I was gonna die. I'm sure. Yeah, I thought they was gonna crash that bitch to a tower.
Who was you flying to?
I was going. It was a like 39-minute flight from here to St. Louis. On shore.
Yeah.
It was like if the wind blow the right way, we're gonna get there in 30 minutes.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I love being on the plane.
Oh, so I'm cool with it now, but that first time, just Americans, you know what I'm saying. After that shit, I was like,
You be like
shit
that.
safe on sure.
Yeah, you be like that.
Oh, sure. So man, you get here, man. What was you expecting? Like, was you expecting anything? Like you said, some people and back at the motherland think when you get here, like you can literally take money off trees. Like, what was you thinking? You know what I'm saying? On the way here, getting off the plane, what you seeing, what you taking in? Like, what's your first thoughts? Like, did pops get you ready for it? Like, watch this YouTube channel, watch this, watch that, or did you just?
Pops ain't give me all that. Pops not give me all that. So funny enough, coming out here, my pops is heavy on education. You gotta go to school, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna, cause they feel like the first phase you're gonna get to know somebody, like a child that's not serious is a child that doesn't go to school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing they'll be like, oh yeah, this child's gonna be bad growing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta go to school, man. So like, coming out here, even while I was in the airport, while I was on the plane, you kept ringing into my head like, where you going? You gotta take the education out there, everything is way better than where you coming from. You gotta go to school. You gotta get that degree.
How was you taking that? Like, as a young man, when you hearing them say this, what was you thinking?
That was the only thing that was in my
like,
mind.
cool, yeah.
I was like, yeah, because like I said, that was the only thing that was in my mind. I wasn't thinking about nothing else. I was thinking about school. I'm thinking in the sense that when I come out here, get a good degree and shit, finish off fresh from school, I'ma probably just start a job out here and get something going on myself, and then just go back home and just do a little few things I'm supposed to do as a man. Mm-hmm. But like now, from then, my perspective changed. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, I'm still in school. I'm studying mechanical engineering. Right, this is my second year in college, but it's like
automobile mechanic.
Nah, mechanical.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm studying mechanical engineering. But it's like now with the phase that I'm in, it's like I feel like while going to school, I could do music at the side.
Yeah, for sure.
I could have some other side also going on. I could have some other things going on. Right. But it's like me on that plane that time, I wasn't thinking about none of these. I was just thinking about just school.
Oh yeah?
That's it.
Was you straight A honor roll?
That's a good question. See, growing up, I used to have good grades. Don't get me wrong. I used to have good. My mom used to love me for having good. I came back home with all A's, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like nowadays, it's like, the higher you get into school, the difficult and harder it is. So it's like, to keep up with good grades is a little more difficult than the E's back, when I was growing up. But don't get me wrong, I still get good grades, not just the way I used to, growing up and shit.
Yeah, in America they got a good thing. I don't know how, I ain't go to college, but like in high school and shit, they had a good thing where it's like, it's called passing. I'm sure like Spanish, never learned that, always sucked at math, but they had pass you with a D just so you get out that bitch.
Yeah,
just push you through. I'm sure.
Yeah, I ain't even know about all that. See, one thing I don't do good at is math.
I suck at math. Right?
So
once you get past counting money, it's over with.
Exactly. Sure. So listen, when I tell people I'm in school for mechanical engineering, they be like, "Oh, then you gotta be good at math then." They don't even know in reality I'm struggling with math. But the thing that I always heard people's head is like, when you do all this shit right now, study and everything, get a good degree or whatnot, and when you graduate, you don't actually put this shit in your field of work.
Facts.
Now you working in business. Now you doing this everything with you. You don't actually gonna put all this math and whatever you studying in school. That's just for the school part.
You just gotta learn it, get that muscle memory.
Get the muscle, and when we out of it, you're not gonna come back to it.
And then you just get better and better by repetition.
Exactly. That's the thing. You're not gonna come back to it. So that's the way I just
I just gotta pass that test.
Pass it, and that's just get it done over with once, and that's it.
You gotta get that D. Get that D.
Exactly. You're not gonna come back to it.
Hey, a C+ is passing. Get my degree.
Exactly. Get the degree. Get over with.
So you say you come straight, man. You lock in, man. You focus on school. What was you doing for fun? You know what I'm saying? You coming straight from, you know what I'm saying? You said you learning new things. You learning that we do shit after high school and shit. So what was you getting into? Was Pops like bring your ass straight in the house? Was he like go learn what they do in America? What was that like?
My pop's strict. I'll tell you this for free. My pop is strict. It's like, even having a cell phone, you gotta use it for something educational. So it's like when I'm going to school, I always take the school bus back and forth from school. When I go to school bus drop me back home. I'm in my room. If I'm gonna be on my phone for like 5 minutes, it gotta be something I'm learning on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I never like got chance to like, but like it was so hard for me to even hang out with people. You know what I'm saying? Until you got to the point where it's like, I gotta like. So the thing is, you gotta show them that you got it. You gotta show them that you're old enough to do things yourself. You gotta show them that, So one thing my pastor was worried about me going out was because like he thinks. Don't get me wrong. I was growing up. I was one of the bad kids. Right? I was stubborn as hell with all my siblings. I always get in trouble and shit. So my pops was so scared that I was gonna bring that same energy back here. And out here they don't play with that shit. The little shit you do takes your ass to jail. Like
for sure.
like you get arrested and shit.
You
My
get
pops was
arrested
so
for
heavy.
anything.
Yeah, my pops was so heavy and trying not to get me into that. But the thing is, like growing up, you get to understand like you're not supposed to be doing some certain things no more.
Facts.
Like like what the fuck you getting in trouble for?
You grow out of certain shit.
Yeah, exactly. You grow out of certain shit. So like I just gotta tell myself like I just gotta show them that hey pops, I can go out right now, come back home, with not being in trouble. So when he started like giving me like curfew times and shit. Like I go out, I gotta be home by 8. I go out, come back by 8. Boom, nothing happened. The more I do this, my curfew time starts to extend from 8, going to 9. Going to 10 to the point was like now I go out, I come in. I know what if I'm going out right now, I'm probably going out just to hang out with my friends or do something music related or shoot a music video or something. I'm not going out there trying to do all this unnecessary stuff because like that's what my pops not want from me.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So
He ain't wrong for that.
Exactly. Yeah. So right now when I'm standing, I already gave him the instance and the thought that okay, my son is going out. He's not going out to do nothing stupid. So he trusts me on that. So when I'm going out, I'm coming back in, in safe hands. I'm not the kind of kid like go out and I come back home with troubles. I stick to my stuff.
Get brought back home by the police or something.
Exactly.
What about like the hobbies compared to back? You know what I'm saying? In Nigeria to like what you started to get into, was you still interested in the same things or did you get into like new things, and what type of things did you get into? I know obviously music later on down the line, we're gonna get there, but when you first got here, like did you like get into like American football or anything?
See, I did wrestling in high school. I'm the kind of person that is like sometimes
I like to put my hands on motherfuckers and break their necks.
Exactly. I just want to punch stuff. So I started off like I used to watch. One of the things that used to keep me company on YouTube was boxing. I used to watch YouTube boxing shit. So I've always wanted to get into boxing and shit. And I asked my coach once, my gym teacher, like, can I get into boxing and shit in school? And it was like the only thing you could get close to that was wrestling. Like, fuck it, I did wrestling, bro. Trust me, I was good. You know what I'm saying? I started wrestling sophomore year all the way to senior year, and I only had one loss in the whole of my wrestling career in school. So it was like. Back home, there was nothing to do. Like I said, you just go to school, come back and stuff. Like, that's it. Just be in the house. You repeat the same thing over and over again. But it's like right now, like coming out here and shit, it's like, after school, you get to like find sports to do, find a hobby to do, get into wrestling. Like I said, hang out with friends, go out to get something to eat. Like, there's just something that's there to do. You know what I'm saying? Like back I remember back in high school, me and my friends, we used to go to like this like gaming store and shit. We just pay some money in there, just like play some games and shit. Like, just get time going on with shit. But like, that's the kind of things we do to keep ourselves company and shit. So yeah, that's I just feel like it is.
So let me ask you this, if you don't mind me asking, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you came here, you know what I'm saying, your pops was here, so you obviously had to leave mom's back, you know what I'm saying, in Nigeria. How did you feel about that? Did you feel like she good? She in safe hands? Do you be worried about her? Do you want her to come to America now that you here? Like, what was that like? What was them feelings like?
See, I love my mom, bro. I'm a mama's boy. You know, it's like I've always been with my mom. You cannot see me and not see my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like moving out here. I ain't gonna lie to you, I cried. I cried because like, like you won't get the feeling. Because when I went to the airport, my mom and like a friend of hers, they took me to the airport and shit. I was happy as hell. I'm going to meet my dad. You know what I'm saying, holding our hands and stuff. So it was like When I got into that plane, and my mom was not there by my side, I'm like, shit. For me, she like he kind of hit me different. I'm like, damn. But the thing is, like, I didn't know how long it was gonna take for me to see my mom again. It's been like what 6-7 years right now. I've not even said eyes with my mom, but I talk to her like day to day and shit.
So
but it's
still
like
no FaceTime in Nigeria still?
nah, we use something. There's an app called WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
Yes,
that.
we use it. We look like video calling. But don't get me wrong, my mom good. I just wish, and I just feel like she could be here with me right now. But God has a reason for everything. Everything is on His timing and shit. So I'm not even really like stressing or worried about that. But in a sense, my mom's good. I just feel like because sometimes I go to my friend's house. It's a big ass family. Like he got his mom's right there, his dad's right there, his mom is cooking, his siblings. I be sitting myself like shit. So this is what I want to have right now. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, it's like I said, I just feel like everything is in God's timing. But I do for sure. Like, dude, I'll give everything for my mom to be here right now.
You on your way to be able to make any type of moves you want to make. I'm sure you got the talent. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying. So in a minute, man. So I'm pretty sure Pops had a conversation with you about, the gang culture, coming here. I don't know exactly where you landed. Did you come straight to Illinois or was you anywhere else?
I've been in Illinois since I came in.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the gang culture was something that you learned about, in the schools, in the parks, you're gonna hear about it, you know what I'm saying? What was there any gang culture from where you came from? And then when you got here, was that something that you ever had to deal with? Anything that you ever got involved with? Or
I ain't gonna see a lot of you. I tried it before. I put my hands in it before. You know what I'm saying?
Back home or in Nigeria or in
back
America?
home and back here. I'm a bad kid.
Yeah, you said.
You know what I'm a bad kid. So it's like this is the
I was the leader. Shit.
Yeah, this is the kind of things that like I just feel like, oh, this shit lit. I want to do it.
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? I want to put my hands and I want to have something going on. So it's like, that's where like a lot of people don't know this. That's where I got my name from. They call me Coded and shit. Back home. Back in school, there was to be like this bunch of kids that they just do bad stuff. This is the kids I always see myself around with. Don't get me wrong. I'm the kind of person that's like, I could do bad shit, but I have remorse for it. I could think about it later. Damn, shit I did was not good. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So back where I'm from, that shit was bloody. To the point like I've seen niggas lose their life on that shit.
It's bloody. You mean like? Is it like stabbing motherfuckers?
Bro, we're not even talking about weed plants in this, but we talking about. Have you ever heard of voodoos?
What?
You hear something about jujus?
Voodoo?
Voodoo.
I know voodoo.
That's what your nose as.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, we call it juju and shit.
That's real? Man, what?
Nigga, let me tell you, I seen that shit.
I seen a motherfucker turn into a goat.
Nah. No, let me tell you something. This is crazy. I seen that shit happen right from my eyes. And I'm telling you, this it starts from kids. You see kids of 12-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds doing that shit. They don't give a fuck.
Doing voodoo.
Doing voodoos and shit. That's why
and it's real.
100%. Bro, when I came out here, right, I see kids gangbanging and shit, throwing off gang signs, flexing guns and shit. Hey, I don't have a problem with that. Do you? You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, it's like, motherfucker, like right now, you could think, oh, that nigga deadly because he has a gun. A motherfucker can have no weapon on him, but he's coming to kill somebody, right? He could touch you right now, you gone.
Knock it off.
I swear, no, I put it on God.
What type of shit?
Let me tell you the crazy shit I seen that happen, right? It was in a school fight. Yeah, but I'm telling you, this is real life. It was in a school fight. We got to some beef and shit. I don't even know what the beef was about, right? It was some beef and shit. There was a neighboring school, kid in my school, that was trying to fight and shit, right? Nigga had his hands like this on the ground. It was on the sand. And he had like a red cloth on it. Put something in it and boy, that was a knife. On me. I see that shit happen right in front of my face. I'm telling you, it was a knife. Like, you could see something like a long ass rope. You got types of all sort of weird ass shit, beads in it or whatnot. Bro, they use that shit to like whip a nigga in the back. That nigga was like throwing out films and shit. All of a sudden he's gone. That nigga's dead.
You know what's wild? Like I'm real connected with the Israelites in Chicago, and they say like all the anime, like they depict them with like black people having like superpowers and doing certain stuff. They was like, that shit real. I'm sure like that shit come from the motherland.
You talking about it as superpowers?
That's how Americans look at that shit. Cause we like even voodoo, like that. We see that shit in movies. Like we don't.
Let me tell you. It's a. Let me tell you this. It's a backstory to where it is. Right. You gotta sell your soul for that shit.
Damn.
You cannot, bro.
See, that's the type of shit Americans watching movies, like selling your soul and shit.
That's the thing. So you're not gonna get it for free and think you're the boss.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They giving this
you
to
the
you.
Slave.
Yeah, you gotta get that something back.
So you probably gotta catch a body once a week just to stay alive.
So that's the thing. They gonna give you the power that you want. You can get the power of like. There's something called in my country we call it touch and do. Right? A nigga can have, it's like a bead. A nigga put his hand right now, right? He touches you, whatever he tells you, you're doing. You can't fight it. Nigga tell you right now, slap this nigga, you slapping them.
That shit wow.
No, real shit, I'm telling you, like, I'm not even trying to capture you, right?
No,
so the thing is, like, they give you this power, but you gotta give them something back in return. So that's where selling your soul comes in. It's deeper than that because, dude, I'm telling you, you see kids from 10 years old, 12 years old, having that shit.
So like in America, they tell little kids 10, 12, like don't do it, get in gangs, do drugs. In Nigeria, they be like, don't do voodoo, don't do juju, don't.
Do they listen though?
But no, but I'm saying that's the type of conversation that y'all
exactly.
have.
That's the thing. So it's like most of the time when I see niggas out here, you know, like trying to think the main powers with the guns or the knives, what they got, I'm gonna say this again. You can see a nigga right now, how he gonna got shit on him. That nigga's more deadly than you think.
That shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Do they stick together or is it all solo individuals?
You're not even gonna know who's who.
Damn.
You can see you can see a motherfucker right up like, hey, that's my homeboy. He's in a gang. He's in this gang. He's in this gang. You gonna see a motherfucker right now. You're not even gonna know what type of shit is on till the trouble starts. Now when that trouble starts, you can't run from it because that trouble started already. Now they coming for you.
Right.
And like I said, when they coming for you, you're not gonna know who's who. You're not gonna know who has what.
Right.
You can see me right now. I got this chain on right now, right? You gonna think it's a regular chain.
Hey man, that better be a regular chain.
No, bro, I'm not on that.
I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, I'm not on that. I'm just letting you know. You gonna think it's a regular chain,
right.
but you don't know that back in this nigga's like that chain got something going on with him.
Motherfucker cursed.
That motherfucker cursed. That motherfucker don't sell his soul. That motherfucker not give a fuck what happens to you right now.
All right, man. We ain't gonna stick on that too long. But real, do you know who they go to sell their soul? Like
they go to they call them like ritualists and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a Christian. Mm-hmm. My whole family background, my generations, my ancestors, we don't do nothing that has to do with that. But I seen people that have shit to do with it. They even put it in movies. When you watch Nigerian movies and shit, they visualize it in there.
They visualize it in American movies, but it's all a joke and it's all fake. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you gotta start from somewhere.
Yeah, that's what they be saying. Yeah, bro. That shit crazy.
The person producing that movie or whatnot, making y'all see that, he probably have some type of experience with that or hear some story with that for him to make that movie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that story comes from somewhere and something that's true.
Mm-hmm. That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Man. So it's not that shit real.
That's wild. This is a dope ass interview, man.
Yeah, that shit real.
Let's get into some music, man. So you mentioned like, you know what I'm saying, being back in Nigeria, man, it was Chris Brown and T-Pain. I'm gonna get them they flowers. Like them Montemenu people. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown, he the R. Kelly of my generation. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up, that's my introduction into R&B when I was liking girls and shit like that. So Chris Brown, a legend. T-Pain, a legend for, you know what I'm saying, with the auto-tune and shit like that alone. So those two great, and they did a lot of great features too. So I know you got a lot of experience from other artists just listening to T-Pain. T-Pain had 1,000,001 features.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
So I know you got a lot to learn to other artists. So when you got here, what did you start listening to? Like when you got here?
That's a funny story. That's a funny question. When I got here, I actually still a couple of my homeboys.
And what was Pops listening to? Because he been here, right? What was he listening to?
I don't know. My pops listen to reggae.
Okay.
and he listened to more of like Igbo songs, like traditional songs.
Okay,
And
he's
shit.
still
Yeah,
home.
he's still on that.
Okay.
But me, I'm young. You know, it tends for young people to blend in faster than the old people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, when I came out here, you know, my brother, a friend of mine, but I come by my brother, like, you know, we're family friends, because I've been with this nigga since I stepped foot in this place.
Right. You
And
know how it go.
I was staying with him for a while and shit. So he started like introducing me to Chief Keef. I didn't even know what Chief Keef was till this nigga introduced me to him. So I started listening to Chief Keef. I started listening to Herb. I started listening to, like, you know, Lil Uzi Vert. Bro, I'm tell you something. Lil Uzi Vert was kind of like my favorite popping artist at some point. I'm talking about 2018, 2019, 2020. I used to listen to him more heavy on Uzi and shit. So with me, it's like I listen to anything.
Yeah, but Uzi, Uzi's like the best pop artist.
No, he is. That's what I'm saying.
He's
Yeah,
like
he
the
is.
Little Richard of our generation.
Exactly. So it's like when I first heard about Uzi, I love the songs. Like I'm always
I
playing.
don't like the way he dressed, but his music go crazy.
His music go crazy.
His music go crazy.
You know, they got all that shit.
Yeah.
Whatever they got going, they got going on.
Especially in the car with the music blasting, with the beats, that should go crazy.
Yeah. But like I said, with me though, I listen to anything. I listen to country. I listen to country
Me
music.
too. I like music that sound good.
Yeah, as long as the song I'm listening to it, you know what I'm saying? I don't like, you know, pick and choose and shit. So it's like when I'm listening to these songs, it tends to give me ideas or like inspiration of songs that I'm gonna make. So that's why I tell myself, like, I don't care what I make as long as it sounds good. I could come out here, I could make a trap, I could make a freestyle, I could make a rap song, I could make Afro beats. I get these inspirations and like motivations from like these songs that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, switch the flow and make whatever I feel like is good.
So how do Pops feel about you? You know what I'm saying? He in the crib listening to Ebo, like he coming in the room like, hey, turn that shit down, man. He like only listen to that shit at school. You know what I'm saying?
My pops give me my space. You don't really be on. You don't really like be like investing in what I do. As long as what I'm doing the right thing, right? So it's like I be in my room. I got my speaker on and shit. Listen to my song playing and shit. My pops in his room doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? He's not really like, hey, turn that shit off. It's not like, but like my mom be the person that, cause like I was from my mom one time, and this song was playing in the background. I think it was P's and Q's by Lil Uzi. She was like, what are you listening to? I'm like, it's Lil Uzi. She was like, who's that? She can't even pronounce the name right. You know, like, and she was like, you know, I was like trying to like, you know, introduce her to Uzi and tell her things about Uzi and stuff. But she was like, it was crazy. She was like, you can't be listening to stuff like that. You can't be. She was just surprised, like how my whole change in instance and music just changed. But my pops don't really care, bro. Like, you doing your thing, that's what you want to listen to. Go ahead, listen to it. My pops don't really like, heavy on that.
Dope. So more specifically, man, how did you get into music? Like, how did you know what I'm saying, go from listening to Chief Keef, Dirk and Herb, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, you mentioned like back home when they was beating on the tables, you would jump in and you'd be spitting.
I always.
Is that like kind of how it happened? Because I know in American high school, we still be at the lunch tables beating and rapping in the bathrooms.
I didn't even know y'all do that in high school. I've never seen that happen.
Hell yeah.
But like back in my country, we used to do that heavy. Like, bro, you could ask anybody that I went to school out there with. You know what I'm saying? I used to be the one coming in like, you know what I'm saying? About to vibe with my shit, fuck with my shit. It's like, if you ask me, like back then, I wouldn't even think or believe that I'm gonna be into music right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I never like took it serious. I never like thought it was something that I could like actually hold to my hands and shit, right? But like, you know, coming out here, I made a few snippets and shit. I made a few unreleased and shit. And when I play to people, they be like, bro, you gotta go to the studio, for you gotta put this shit out. Like people gonna actually fuck with your shit. So I got more of a push.
Move that mic to the side just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Move
So
to the side.
oh yeah.
It's kind of
So like I got more of a push from my cousins and shit, and my brothers and shit. They like, bro, this thing is good. You got to put it out. People gonna actually like, you know, fuck with your shit and stuff. Yeah, got it. Nah. So yeah, but like, you know, like people actually gonna actually like fuck with your shit and stuff. Like you gotta actually put something out. So when I put out my first song, it's like the support and the listens that I got from it was crazy. And it just gave me some type of joy, like, bro, if I'm actually putting out something that people are actually vibing and telling me, they're giving me feedback. I'm so heavy on feedbacks. Like if you text me, hey, bro, that thing you put out was fire. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put another one. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was like putting out more songs, putting out more songs, putting out more songs. And I just like kind of like got into it and got used to it.
What made you do that first song though? Like what made you do it?
I was bored. I ain't gonna lie. I was bored when I made my first song. I ain't really got nothing I got going on. So I kind of like found myself in the midst of like people that actually want to do music too. We could just be in the house playing some beats, like freestyling, making something. They'd be like, "Oh, this shit sound good. Hey, let's go to the studio." We went in the studio, just like, "Hey, but we're not doing nothing today. Let's just go pass some time out in the studio." So we got in the studio. My first studio session I got was actually paid for by one of my homies because like he wanted me to actually make something in the studio. Right, I'd never been in the studio in my life before. So I went in the studio. He gave me the ups and downs about it and shit, the way to go about it. We made the first song. I mean, the first thing was fire. Driving back home from the studio, they kept playing this song. They kept playing this song in the car. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, I don't really think this song is really, I mean, it's cool, but I don't really think it's so. Cause like, when I started music, I used to think I didn't sound good. Like I had that thing, but people be telling me, bro, don't think like that. You gotta think outside the box, think out the picture and shit. So like, they kept playing it back and forth in the car going back home. And my homie was like, bro, let's put this shit out. Just because, you know what I'm saying? You have a whole YouTube channel. There's nothing on that YouTube channel. It's blank. Why you can make a Spotify account. Just put it out. So I put it out, like I said, just because it was bored. We didn't really expect to get nothing from it, right? And we made like this short little video clip and shit. We posted on Instagram. And everybody was fucking with the shit. People kept asking me, bro, what's the link to the song? The song is fire. Like this is, I'm like, this is how people actually take this song to be. So like things like that just give me like, okay, you know what? People actually fuck with my song. Let's go to the studio again. So I kind of like found myself in the studio more often and shit. And from there, I just kind of like, got into music, and I was like, just taking it serious from there.
So you said taking this serious. What does that mean? So you like I'm gonna release projects. I'm a recording artist. Fuck that school shit. Like what does taking this serious mean?
I'm not really gonna say fuck that school shit, cause like I said, my pop.
No, I was just talking shit. I
feel you, but like I said though, my pop's gonna be heavy on me with going to school.
No, and that's smart, Joe. That's smart.
He doesn't have any problem with me doing music. Bro.
Yeah.
You gotta push school there. He at least get a degree. You know what I'm saying? But like taking music serious for me is like, I ain't gonna lie, I done invested so much money in this music.
You got to.
For me to quit.
You got to.
With the way with the place I'm at right now, if I could count the amount of money I put in music alone, so I'm talking about from building my own studio setup, buying cameras and equipment and shit.
You got your own studio set up?
Yeah, I got my own. But I'm telling you, it's not cheap to pay for a studio session. Motherfuckers charge
you ain't got to tell me.
You know what I'm saying? You got to compromise. You got to save some money to get some stuff. So like, even to shoot a music video, they charge like damn near 500, to 1,000 and shit. But I got to do this because like, I feel like I'm investing in myself.
You is.
So like, that's how when I keep thinking about it, I'm like, this is the way I'm taking it serious for me because I'm independent. Ain't nobody doing this shit for me. I'm doing it for myself, right? Because I don't want to be in a case where it's like, I blow up like 2-3 years later, motherfucker gonna tell me, oh, I did this for you. Right. I gave you.
Or that's my beat. You owe me that.
Exactly. Or you motherfucker tell me you.
I got the masters to that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm doing the best I can as an independent right now to like I did this shit myself. Like with the 5,000 followers right now that I have on Instagram, I did it myself. I started from like 0, and like I feel like this is not even. It's not even close to the middle of it. I still got a long way to go.
I'll be telling people all the time. I remember I had 3 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So anytime when I had 29, I was happy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I just feel like there's a lot for me to do. That's why I'm like I really gotta take it serious and shit. So if it's anything music related you come to me with, come on, let's do it. I'm open to collabs. I'm open to shoots. I started even doing shows. This was last year August. I did my own first show. It was like a open mic type of like cypher type shit. I made a flyer and shit, booked a venue and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I hired a whole DJ and shit, brought people, and then people actually came out there to support. And I was even surprised myself. Like that was like my actual first gig I ever did. Like with the amount of people that came out there and support and like was just made me like I want to keep doing this shit more.
Motivate you, keep going.
Yeah, I want to keep going because like why stop now when you did all the shit from the jump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
What about the support system once you start the music? Like once mom and dad find out that you're the one actually making the music instead of just listening to this shit. Like,
Funny enough, bro, I'm more of like close to my mom than my dad. So it's like when I drop a song on YouTube and shit, when I drop a video, the first person I'm sending it to is my mom. Go watch it. Go watch this. And she's always calling me back, smiling and shit. Oh, this shit nice. I like the way you did this in the video. I like the way you did that in the
that's
video.
dope.
So I never actually like got the chance to tell my dad that I was making music because like I didn't know how he was gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? But funny enough, my dad actually found out I started making music. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Damn, 2 weeks. That shit fresh.
Yeah, he just.
You
found
talking
out.
about he just found out? You out here going crazy?
No,
He just found
Yeah,
out.
he just found out. And
So him and moms really don't talk like that then.
no, they talk.
Okay.
But it's like when I send it to my mom, I'm be like, don't send it to nobody else.
Okay.
Just watch it, just you, right? Okay. And then me, I'm doing the sharing and promoting on Instagram and everything. My dad is not. It's not on social media like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what. This man made a whole Instagram account just to follow me. This man made a whole YouTube.
Was it a burner page or was it his real name?
No, his real name.
Okay.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't use his account. Okay. He doesn't use Instagram. Like he doesn't use social media in general like that, aside from Facebook.
Right.
But he made his account just to follow me and stuff and support. And it was crazy because like when he called me one time and he was talking to me about it, I was surprised. Because like I said, I didn't know how he was gonna take the music at first. But then when he saw this, bro, leaving the house right now, my dad was playing my music video if I left.
Yeah.
Like he's so supportive of me to the point where it's like, this man took my YouTube, shared to all his coworkers and stuff, begging them to subscribe and shit. Like, telling them this. Like, this man listens to my song every day. I'm telling you, every day. But the thing is crazy because like I said, when I started this music thing, I didn't want to tell him about it because I didn't know how he was going to take it. But then when he was talking to me about it, was giving me advice about it, he told me, he said, I'm not against you doing music, but you got to know that dedication got to come. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're getting yourself into because music is deeper than you think it is. We have people out here selling their souls in the industries and shit. We got people out here doing this just to get views and stuff. Like, you got to know what you're getting yourself into.
So in America, when they say the music artists selling their soul, that shit real now because that's what they do for real back home.
Exactly.
I'm sure.
Bro, I'm telling you, ever since my dad found out that I've been doing music, for some reason he's been doing so many research about music. Like this man could go on YouTube right now and search up something that's titled like the backside of music, just watching videos and hearing people speak on this and this, speak on this and that, and it's crazy. And he just comes back at the end of the day and tell me advice about it. And he said, like I said, he doesn't have a problem with me doing music, but I just gotta know the ups and downs about doing music. I just gotta know what I'm getting myself into with doing music. So I was even surprised myself that, oh, he's actually fucking with my shit. Because I think he's gonna tell me otherwise. But he's not. He's actually, like I said, he's sharing my Facebook, he's sharing my Instagram to his friends, sharing my YouTube. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
I think parents should be happy when their kids doing something because it's a lot of other things you could be doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other things you could be getting into. So you know what I'm saying? He probably just glad that you got your head on straight still, man.
Definitely.
So, now that you here doing music, man, what's your favorite part about doing music?
My favorite part about doing music is seeing people fuck with my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad that I'm not the type to make a song that. This is what I always tell people. If I send you a song to listen, if you don't like it or for some reason you think it's shit, it's trash, tell me. No hard feelings, right? But so far, I was even talking to this one girl I met yesterday, and I played my old EP for her.
Yeah, you really like her. You like the whole EP.
I had to make her listen to the old EP, right? And the first thing she said was like, "Why is every song so good?" That's what she said. So it just made me feel like, damn, like people. So like I feel like if anything, so far me making music, my favorite part about it is people giving me good feedback. Because none of my shit is good. All I need right now is the support and the bass to take it far.
with you being so receptive to feedback like that, do you know the difference between somebody like who might be like gaslighting you or hating or might be just telling you what you want to hear? Like, can you tell the difference between those people,
Yeah,
or do
I
you
can
just
tell
be
the
like, I
difference.
don't even care, even if you faking? I'm glad you faking it.
Yeah, no. I can tell the difference because like I'm more of like when I mostly tell people listen to my song, I gotta look at you in your eyes in person and see how you feeling, right? And the one way I could tell is, say a motherfucker listen to my song right now, and then go like this. You know what I'm saying? You smirk, you laugh, like you smiling and shit. I know.
I ain't gonna fly. I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I saw when I clicked on your links and checked, I wasn't expecting it.
Exactly. So it's like I usually tell based off of a facial expression 1st. That's what I thought. Okay, dang, she smiled and shit. So she's liking it, and then that's when I asked her, I'm like, you know what? So what do you think about it? So whatever she tells me, I know it's true. But then if you tell me, they're like, if you tell me that my music is good, you like it, it's good, and then you give me a straight face. I already know you capping, but you don't got to cap me. Like, why you got to lie to me for? But this is the thing is, I don't blame people because people they don't usually know how people take things they tell them. But me, I'm heavy on. Tell me things that don't lie to my face. Right.
And ain't nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, music is still subjective. You know what I'm saying? I might just not like Afrobeat music. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean it's trash. I just personally don't listen to it.
Like
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But it's like people be thinking, if I tell you this, I feel like you don't take it offensive. It's, nah, you gotta get to know. That's the thing. You gotta get to know me before I tell you, hey, can you give my song a listen? Let me know what you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that way you're gonna be like, okay, this is actually nice. Because like I said, when you're telling me those things, I'm looking at you deep in the face. I see your facial expression and shit. You can't tell my song is you can't tell my song is nice and then you giving me a straight face. I already know you capping. But when you telling me your song is nice, you smiling and stuff, you telling me things I want to hear. So the girl I was telling you about, right, out of nowhere, she was like, you know what? I'm gonna add your song to my playlist. I'm gonna share your song to my friends and shit. I didn't ask her for these things, but just the fact that she's adding it to, the response she's giving me, just tell me, oh yeah, she actually falls in my shit.
Right, and that's the type of people you can tell when they do shit like that, like adding you to a playlist, like that type of shit is free. You know what I'm saying? And that's support.
Don't have feelings. Just tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think about it.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you think my music fake? Okay, you fake for that. Like, nah. Because when you tell me the real thing I want to hear about my song, that's good. That's what's gonna help me improve.
And that tell me that you wouldn't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't have to worry about you lying to me. Just tell me anything.
Like I had one of my homeboys listen to my song, and he told me, like, he was honest with me. He was like, bro, out of all the songs you put out, bro, there was this one. It's called "What Are You Doing Now." There's like a love song, like Broadway type of song. He told me that's the only song that he fucks with, and I understand where it's coming from. Cause why? He's a lover boy. That's kind of things he want to listen to. Like, he want to listen to something that's going to get him in his feelings, something that's going to get him in the mood and shit. So like, I appreciate you for telling me that.
Right.
You're not going to be the person that's going to sit in my face, all your songs are fire. Right. But the whole time it's just one of them you like.
That's the type of shit he like. You know what I'm saying? So I asked you, what's your favorite part? What's your least favorite part about, doing music? If you could take anything away from being in this industry, what would it be and why?
If I could take anything away.
From the business to the putting your music on distribution platform, having to pay it every month, every year for that, or
I'll tell you right now, music is expensive.
Yeah,
music is expensive.
Your dreams is expensive. You know what I'm saying? What's cheap is to go to work every day, come home, go to sleep, get up and go. That's cheap.
The thing. And with the life I'm living right now, I'm trying to put school, trying to put work, trying to put music, all this shit at the same time.
You got to though. You got to.
Just because of where I'm trying to go. Just because of where I see myself 2 years from now, right? But the thing is, I've put myself in a situation where it's like, I'm trying to shoot a music video. I go on your page. I see your graphic and shit. Your shit is fire. Your shit is dope.
Appreciate that.
I'm saying?
Man.
I'm like texting you, be like, you know what? Let's shoot a music video. Let's work. I want to work with you, right? Now you throwing me all these prizes like I'm some big artist and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm upcoming, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why you charging me like this? You know what I'm saying? That's one of my biggest ick in this music thing. Because like, I kind of realized that people out here, they tend to work with artists that are already big and shit. And mind you, when they do this shit, they do it for them for free.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an issue with that. That's your work. That's your business, right? But then, why do all this shit for free for a nigga that you know that got it?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to me, you taxing me like I got it.
It don't even be free. It don't even be. It be free, but motherfuckers get paid. That's why I tell people I never charge nobody a damn to ask you a question about your life.
No, for real.
I'm asking you about your, and at the end of the day, we monetize these platforms. So at the end of the day, we do get paid. You know what I'm saying? When you get to a certain platform and going on Jumper, they probably give you money to come on there. It ain't, you don't pay them to go on there.
Exactly. But think about it though. You bring me out here. You put me on your platform. That's like I feel like it's a blessing to me from where I'm trying to go to. Because now you putting me on this, you trying to open way from me, from your side, for me to gain what I'm trying to gain, which I appreciate that for, right? I've had chances where it's like I've texted niggas, hey, can I be on your platform? Can I be on this? And they be like, pay $1,000, pay 500, pay 800. So the way I look at it, I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $1,000 just to go on your platform, and try to like put my story out there. Like it's crazy.
And you know you could do it yourself because, like you said, you got your own setup at the crib and shit. You know what go into this shit.
Exactly. So it's like, but at the same time, I feel like two heads are better than one. So
sure.
It's more of like,
Facts.
I feel like it's better for everybody to work with each other than you trying to do shit more of yourself.
Cause just like how you said it, I feel the same way. By you coming here, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I looked at the music, it's dope. You finna blow up, shorty. You going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So for me to have you on here, for when you blow up and now people searching you all the time, what you think gonna pop up?
Exactly.
You know
and don't get me wrong, you having me on here, it's gonna stay in my head forever. I'm not gonna forget this, no matter where I go to. Right? I could be like in a big ass radio station like in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, bro,
I got some VIP tickets for 290 more. Come get them.
for real. You know what I'm saying? This was the first dude that brought me, on the podcast.
This can't be your first interview, man. You going crazy, bro. Like it happens on and off where, like, I get a lot of, you know what I'm saying, invitations for people to come on to the show. So I listen to a lot of music. People send me a lot of music. And a lot of that shit is, I forget about it.
Funny enough, how I get to find out about your platform and shit, it was my, remember when I told you about, when I did the first Cypher show? My first show ever that I had people come in, open mic and shit, up with artists, singing shit, right? So I rented a venue.
Man, that's a great idea. I be telling artists to do that all the time instead of I be hearing the prices they be playing for these slot giveaways and shit. I'm like, man, they ain't never gonna put you on stage for Lil Durk. You can throw your own concert for that price.
My producer told me one time, hey, shout out to 10002 Studios. My producer told me one time, he said, if you have $5,000 right now, it's best to invest that $5,000 in yourself than to put it out for a feature. You know what I'm saying? Because when you pay that money for a feature, right, you probably don't be the only one posting that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I hate when I see that. I hate that for artists. I know somebody, he got a feature with Bobby Smurda. It's coming out tomorrow, but Bobby Smurda ain't shared the shit one time.
That's the thing. He got his bread. He got his money. He give you the verse. That's it.
Yeah,
but
that should be.
I feel like when you put that money to yourself, you could do a lot of things with that. You can
post your own video on World Stack, 4-star for a stack.
For real, you know what I'm saying? You could rent out venues and shit. You could do it. Coming back to the venue shit. When I got the venue and shit, people popped out and stuff. So we was like cleaning up the venue and everything, right? And we were like moving things back to where it was supposed to be and shit. And then this kind of little box fell off. And there was a bunch of cards in it. And I peeped and I looked at it. It said was it 230? What's your podcast thing?
290 more.
290 more.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, it was a podcast thing. I'm like, bro, I gotta give this a try. So I saved like 3 of them cards and I put in my pocket. And I went home and I scanned the barcode, took me to the thing. And I'm like, well, I gotta get on this. And that was how I get to know about your platform and shit.
What was the video at?
It was at I think it was at Southside. I have to do his Instagram. Because I texted him on Instagram to, let me use.
Was it on 123rd?
I can't
Dynasty Room.
I can't remember the
Nah, I
address.
wouldn't be in
I
Dynasty
cannot
Room.
remember the address.
That's crazy. I love hearing stories like that, man.
Yeah,
That's
but
dope.
I actually found your shit on in a venue and shit. I'm
That's
like,
dope.
yeah, I gotta like lock in with this and shit. That's how I got to like book the appointment and everything. Hit up you, follow you on Instagram,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I'm here.
That's dope. Like I said, I was feeling the music when I checked when I did my research, man. And then when you got up here, I was like, yeah, the vibe, man. This gonna come out.
Nah,
This
for
coming
real,
out
for
soon,
real. Like, dude,
ASAP. You know
I
what I'm
was so
saying?
funny enough. I told my dad I was coming here. Like he was like, you good, you got everything, and I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, the way he was just asking me and being supportive about it, like I was driving. I was like, damn, that shit lit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
But
so
yeah.
so now that you here, you know what I'm saying, you doing the music thing, you decide to do it. What's your views on the music industry that you a part of, man? Like when you said you through the open mic, like what was your views of the other artists, you know what I'm saying, that's doing the same thing that you doing here?
Because like when I did the open mic thing, I wanted to be like, because I felt like there's a lot of upcoming artists out here in Chicago, right? That nobody even knows about. Most of them is like they don't even have the funds to push themselves out there. Most of them is like they don't have the reach. They don't have what it takes, right? So it's like me doing the open mic, bro. I put out an open invite. You an upcoming
Oh
artist, you
man,
want
I
to
ain't see that shit on
and I'm
story.
saying, you just come speak your shit. I had a bunch of niggas hit me up that I didn't even know before. I made a whole long ass. It was like 32 artists in there, singing the song, vibing to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I get to meet up people more, and I'm like, hey, bro, I like what you did. Let's do a song. You know what I'm saying? And then we walking on a collab. We following each other on Instagram. When they post something, I'm reposting it. When I post something, he's reposting because we all want the same thing. So I feel like it was just more of like me helping myself and other artists get rich. Just put the stuff out there and shit. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking about making like the open mic thing like every year now.
You should.
Yeah,
You
I'm thinking about
should.
making like
You
a
should.
yearly thing.
I love to be a part of it
Oh yeah,
in
for
any way,
sure.
shape, form, or fashion. If it's
sure.
just coming doing live interviews, I'm sure they sign me up. I'm sure that's dope. Now, everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything can't be peaches and cream. It might be, you know what I'm saying? But what I want to know is, even in America, we have a big thing with like race. You know what I'm saying? With race and black, white, and even amongst black people, we have a thing with blacks not liking Africans, Africans not liking black Americans and stuff like that. Is that something that you ever like coming here, like any type of racism you had to deal with, like in the high schools or anything like that? And if you did, how did you handle that?
With me, I don't think I've ever experienced racism before. But I'm not gonna sit here and say it doesn't happen. Racism do happen. I've seen it happen. I've heard about it. I've had people tell me stories about it. But it's like me personally, I don't think I've ever actually had the experience of somebody coming to me being racist. It was just more of in high school, like this motherfucker's like they're trying to bully me and shit. But I'm the kind of person like I stand up for myself. I'm gonna show you, hey, I'm not the one to be bullied. You know what I'm saying? So I had this altercation one time with this kid back then when I had like low cut on when motherfuckers were like on waves and shit. I used to walk around in school with a drag on and shit. And motherfuckers came up to me and be like, but why you got a drag on and shit? Like white kids, like three of them. And I'm like, bro, I just wanna have my shit on and shit. And the other dude was telling the other one, like, bro, I dare you take that shit off right now. Take it off his head. And I was like, bro, let me be. I'm trying to work out and shit in the gym and shit. And motherfucker was like, if I take out your shit right now, you ain't gonna do nothing. And I told him, I'm like, bro, if you take out my shit right now, I'm gonna actually show you something. And he took it off. And I actually put his thing like, I bit him up and shit. Like, his head got swollen and shit with a bunch of blood. But then it was like, I thought about it afterwards. I'm like, I just feel like I gotta use one person to show an example to the rest that I'm not the one to be bullied and shit. But I did get in trouble for it. I did got suspended from school for it. But it's like after that, I've never actually had a case where it's like somebody want to try me in the sense of like bullying or sense of like being racist to me and stuff like that. But like I said, I do believe and I've seen the cases of racism happen before, but not just particularly to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
Now that you hear, you know what I'm saying, you mentioned about putting money back into your craft and all that stuff. I want to know two things. You know what I'm saying? How did you learn to, like, you know what I'm saying, that you had to, like, promote your music, like put money into it, like put money into your craft? And then and it's still kind of with the promotion. Do you, like you mentioned, telling moms not to share with nobody, but now moms know, dad know. Are you promoting that shit in Nigeria? You send it to everybody in Nigeria, or you still waiting? You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm definitely. You see, when I started taking music seriously, I used to be delusional. I used to tell myself, bro, I wanna make it out. I wanna like make my song have all the streams without no single promotion.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Not gonna
That's the thing. So I didn't know that was not the case. I used to be so delusional. I was like, I want to try to do this in myself without no single promotion. But then I started like, looking at other people's streams and shit, and looking at my song is good. I know my song is shit. But looking at other people's streams and shit, and be like, bro, I'm not getting what they're getting. So when I started talking to a few people about it, and I'm like, you need promotion.
You need it.
You definitely.
You need
I don't know whoever told you that shit.
I
don't work
forget
out.
what artist said it, but they was like, how do you get a song on the top 100 charts? They was like, put $1 million behind it. Any song you want to, put $1 million behind it, and it's gonna be on the top 100
Nah,
charts.
for real. Like that's why I said music is expensive. So it's like with me, that's why I'm so happy. That's why I'm so happy with the kind of support and base that I have right now. In the sense that if I post anything music related right now on my Instagram, I'm having at least 50 to 60 people sharing it, posting in the store. I'm talking about families, talking about friends. I feel like that alone is a promotion that I'm not paying for, and I'm not taking it for granted. But aside from that, I need to do it.
And that's some of the best promotion too, because that's word of mouth. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? That's somebody share that. Like, what's that you share? You know, they go to work. What's that you shared on your page? That's the word of mouth.
I posted my first reel on Instagram. First reel it was a song. It was a song from my EP. That she had 8,000 views in under 24 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, 8,000 views on 24 hours? A lot of people sharing my shit. So it's like when I'm seeing these things, it's like, tell me why I gotta stop.
You're not.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me why I gotta stop.
If you stop, that's when you fail.
Exactly.
That's when you fail. That's when you become everybody else. They be like, man, I used to make music. I used to do that.
That's the thing. So that's going back to promotion on this. I look at it like when people see me and shit, they think I got it. But it's like I'm struggling to get what
Carry yourself
I
like
carry myself like I do, which is good. But the thing is that I'm putting money into car notes. I'm putting money into insurance.
brother. You ain't gonna tell me, bro.
Yeah, I'm putting money into music.
I got baby mamas, kids,
That's
jobs.
So it's deeper than they think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've had cases where
But that's kind of like going to what you were saying to back home. They thinking you got it, but they don't
know
know that.
So I've had cases where people come to me and they ask me like, bro, how much you making off music? I'm not making shit off music. If anything, I'm putting money in music.
Sure. That's how they be with the podcast. How much you make off the podcast?
Yeah, I'm putting money in the music.
I'll probably make $100 off it, but I put that shit
right back
10 times that into it right back.
So,
I'm sure.
Well, I look at it like it's an investment.
Yes.
Because when I pay money for a music video, when that music video comes back to me, I'm looking at it, I'm smiling like, oh shit, lit, I gotta put it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm putting money into something and coming back to me, I'm like, I don't like this.
And it's still an investment because once you monetize your social medias, monetize your YouTube, that video, every view
Exactly.
is money.
The way I look at it, every view counts. And
For
I
sure.
tell you,
Facts.
Ever since my dad found out my music beat, I'm telling you, he's taking it to work. He's taking it to church. He's always sharing that thing, bro. Like to the point was like, bro, I had my pastor last Sunday pop up to me telling me, what he said was he liked my newest project better than my older one. And I first thought about it, I'm like, what you mean by that?
I mean, he was listening to the old shit.
About your music. I was surprised. I'm like, how do you know I make music? He's like, you been seeing my stuff on Instagram. All the time, I didn't even know. But like, I have these people that like, they support me from under. But I'm not even like noticing it, but I feel it.
I definitely, that's what, and about the views and one thing I always said, I really don't care about reactions. I'll be looking at the views. Like if it got 10 reactions, but it got 1,000 views, I don't care. I know 1,000 people just saw this. I'm happy
because when I post a link to a YouTube video on my story, when people, the amount of people that are clicking that link, like you clicking that link for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see what I post the link for. You want to see what's
Mm-hmm.
on there. You want to watch it
Mm-hmm.
because you trust my shit is gonna be, given.
Bro, you said that 5. I'm
Nah, for
sure
real,
that's
my
how
shit
I'm
gonna
gonna
be fire
say.
for real.
So now that you're doing music, man, what's the goal? Like, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you do it now? Why do you come to these podcasts? Why you putting this bread back into the music? What you trying to obtain? What you trying to do?
I'm gonna say this in one word. I'm trying to make it out, man. Real shit. I'm trying to make it out. Like I'm trying to use music to get to the point where it's like people around me don't gotta ask for shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to use music to make it to the point that I'm standing, I'm standing on the stage full of thousands of people with a mic singing my song word for word, bar for bar. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to right now take music to the point where it's like I'm doing shows. I'm selling tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing things that people want to be around with. I'm trying to take music to the point where it's like my family good, my friends good, my well wishers good, my fans love me and stuff. Yeah, I'm just trying to use music to get out of my comfort zone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to use music to make bread.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, sometimes I see people come on like podcasts, interviews and shit and talking about they're not doing music for the money. Do you know how much money is in music?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Music will set a way for you. Is like when that money start coming in, you can use it to pave way for so many things.
You can make generational rough out of it. And I always ask artists that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I ain't gonna fly. I have met some people who just like, I just love making music. You know what I'm saying? I met two of them, Joe. That's like they just like making music on shorty.
Nah,
But
don't get me. I like making music,
mm,
but the thing is like when I know the kind of money that's in music,
it's
of
yeah,
course
it's like
you
them
start wanting
posts
to
when
get
you
in
see
that.
where they be like, money don't make you happy, and they be like, shit, me right here with money, happy
Money,
as
money
hell.
don't
I'm
make you
sure.
happy.
What?
Give me 100 grand right now.
What?
I'm gonna show you how happy I am.
I would have canceled this interview if I had that.
For real though. But like, yeah, me with music is just to make it out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to be up there, bro. Like, see, I don't care to be famous.
Mm-hmm.
I just care to be known.
Mm-hmm.
It's two different things.
When you think about, you know what I'm saying, coming back to America, and like you mentioned about how, you know what I'm saying, people back home might be expecting you to do certain things. When you do reach, you know what I'm saying, this goal that you going to obtain, what do you plan to do, you know what I'm saying, back in Nigeria? Do you have any plans? Is it just go get moms and get a fat house in Miami, or is you going back building basketball courts and parks and shit? What's is that something you even thought about?
Yeah, that's where I'm from. See, my mom always tells me this: if anything happens right here, if anything happens right here, I know where I'm going back to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to the motherland, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if I want to go back there, I gotta have something to leave with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Say I'm one big artist right now, making all this money, making all this music, all this, streams and shit in music, right? I'm setting up schools in my country. I'm getting to real estates. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting into businesses. I'm paving ways for people because I know how hard it is out there, right? Mm-hmm. So now that I have the opportunity and the platform to make things easier for people, why don't I just do it? Don't get me wrong. Mom is gonna leave where she is right now, right? Pop is gonna be bigger than where he is right now, driving nice cars and stuff.
You think mom's gonna go? You like, hey, moms, I got this fat ass crib for you in Miami. Gonna get on this plane.
She ain't gonna think twice about it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she ain't gonna think twice about it. You know what I'm saying, bro? I just bought my mom a car recently. Mm-hmm. She was happy as hell.
That's dope as hell. I can't wait to buy my mom one.
Nah, I'm telling you, she was happy as hell. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking about it like, bro, she had all the friends over and she was like, look at the car my son just gave me. So I'm thinking about like, bro, this is just a car. Mm-hmm. Imagine I surprised her ass with a house. Mm-hmm. A big ass mansion, right. You know what I'm saying? So mom is definitely gonna leave that spot right now. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that the things that I'm gonna do out there, I'm gonna make an impact that's like, bro, wherever you hear my name, you're gonna know I was around here. Mm-hmm. So that's the kind of base I'm trying to get back home in Nigeria. I'm just trying to make an impact. I'm trying to give people things to look up to me for.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I got a couple more before I let you go, man. Yeah. Like you said, if remembering correctly, like you said, you kind of got into Afro beats. So before that, what kind of music would you say you was doing before, and how did you, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing Afro beats now.
Oh, I was making, like I said, I listen to anything. So whatever I listen to, I feel like I could make. So I was doing more of trap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was doing more of trap. I was rapping. You know what I'm saying? I was doing like you know, I'm gonna just say this American music. I was in American music because these are the things I tend to more of listen to, daily and stuff. But then people listen to my song, people fuck with my song. But then my friends from back home and stuff, they be like, bro, I like your songs, I like your music, but you gotta give us some Afro beats. Let's see what this is what we eat where we from. You gotta give some type of Afro beat. It took me a whole year to make the EP I dropped. The Afro, it was 4 songs straight Afrobeat. It took me a whole year because I had to make sure it was the best of the best because that was my first Afrobeat ever. So I had to make sure when that song coming out, it was supposed to be the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? So it was like like with that coming out, I had to just like be like, okay, yeah, I'm making this, I'm making that, I'm making Afro beats, I'm making trap. I just gotta be versatile in it. So like I don't really have like a standpoint of like genre or song I'm stick to, but I just make anything as long as it sound good, as long as people fuck with it, I'm putting it out. Yeah.
So when the people back home was telling you to make Afro beats, did you instantly, you know what I'm saying, be like, yeah, that's what I should be doing? Did you like, nah, I don't, you know what I'm saying, I gotta, or did you instantly be like, yeah,
Nah, I just be like, okay, you know what? Like, okay, the fact that people telling me to listen to Afrobeat gives me the sense that, okay, people actually do listen to me. They do listen to me. That's why they're giving me, feedbacks on what they feel like I should
what
do
they want and
next.
what they want you to hear?
That's
They
what
be like, they was
yeah.
like, shorty, he sound raw as hell on some Afro beats.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna do the Afrobeat. When I put out the song, bro, I'm telling you, I got 8,000 views in a day just from the video. That's the highest I've made so far. That's to tell you, like, people were ready for it. They were like 100%, like, okay, this Afrobeat, ready, we on that. You know what I'm saying? So that song was getting too many shares, too many listeners and stuff like that back to back. So yeah.
When when you doing, now that you're doing Afro beats, is it strictly Afro beats? Do you consider yourself a strictly Afro beat artist? Are you Afro beats and then you dip back into your other bags whenever you feel like it? Like what's the situation right
I
now?
feel like if I stick to one genre right now, I'm gonna slow myself down, and I don't want that for myself. Nobody wants that for me. So it's like I do anything. I could like stumble upon an Afro beats right now, instrumental right now. I like it. I'm doing it. I could be somewhere right now, hearing somebody make some type of beat, trap, whatnot. I'm listening to it. I like it. I'm gonna hop on it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to put myself into one specific one. When so think about it this way. It's like, why put yourself into Afrobeat listeners when you could be getting reach from both Afrobeat and trap? You know what I'm saying? I've had people back in high school that still listen to my song to today. Like they still, when they post my shit, they tag me on it. That way I know they still listen to my shit, right? So it's like I have this reach. So like why would I want to use this opportunity to just stick to just Afrobeat when I could make it just Afrobeat and trap at the same time?
And nowadays having that versatility is so crazy to your art, man, because Beyonce just did a country album. You know what I'm saying? So having that versatility, that ain't nothing but a plus, man. You can mix and match and be able to. They be like, how he get on that track with this artist? Because you versatile like that.
Exactly. I'm that's why I'm saying whenever I try to introduce myself, the first thing I tell people is versatile artist. I don't actually like signify myself to one specific genre, bro. Cause like, if I do that, it's gonna be slowing down a lot of things for me. So I wanna keep myself versatile. I want to sense that okay, I feel like I want to hear something hot. I'm going to quote that 2 times. I feel like I want to hear something calm. I'm going to quote that 2 times. I feel like I want to hear something like a love song. I'm going to quote that too. I just want to have the feeling and the like mood for every songs for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm on that versatile side.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, this probably going down like one of my longest interviews of all time.
Yeah,
Sure.
I like it. I'm
Facts.
enjoying. This is like my first
Facts.
interviews actually.
So I can't let you slide up out of here without knowing what's going on right now. So if anybody look up Coded 2 times right now What they gonna see? What they gonna find? What you pushing? What's going on?
Looking me up right now, the first thing you gonna tell from your instinct is, oh, you're an artist. You're an artist. And then after that, you probably gonna go through, what I have right now standing with the sense that, okay, it's getting somewhere with it.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad because I don't know if you remember, we had an interview scheduled before this.
Yeah,
I did it before this.
That I missed.
So that first time I didn't look at the links. So this week I looked at the links and I'm like, damn.
I feel like everything happens for a reason. When I first made that first, appointment for the interview, it's like, why I missed it, I don't know. I couldn't tell. But I felt like I had something that I needed to do. That's why I went back there again to make the appointment again. So this time you actually looked at my link, because last time you said you didn't even look at my link.
I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. So you feel me? So it was like, yeah, I just want to when people search me up and stuff, you gonna know. Oh, first instance you gonna get is an artist, and now they gonna gradually start looking at my shit. Okay, he's making numbers, he's making streams, he's making this and that. You just gonna see where I'm trying to get to at it.
Let me ask you this then. What, what I'm saying, for anybody who may be watching or listening and seeing you for the first time, what project, what song, what freestyle, what live performance, what would you point them to let them know what you about?
I'm gonna point them to my EP, my Child of Light EP. Like I said, it's 4 songs in the EP, straight Afro beats, and yeah, with the way what Afro beat is going right now, I'm gonna just point them to my EP. Like, just go listen to it. You're gonna like it. Listen, whether it's your first time listening to Afrobeat or not, I can brag on this one. This shit is good. You're gonna like, you're gonna love it. You might not love every song in it, but you're gonna like at least 2-3 songs in it.
So you mentioned a few times being motivated by the reception that the people give you. So I'm assuming that the reception's been good for this EP. So is it a mixtape coming, an album coming? Well, what comes after, this?
The album, I'm working on the album actually, but the thing is, I feel like I have a lot of things to do right now, in the sense that, funny enough, I'm having a release party for my EP on Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday, and
y'all be killing me.
Nah, for real though. And this time, I'm taking it all the way. I'm taking it all the way to Indianapolis.
Where's it?
Indiana.
Indianapolis?
Yeah, Indianapolis. Yeah, I'm taking it all the way there. Why? Because why? Listen,
I ain't mad at you.
No.
I'm mad that I can't make it, but I ain't mad at you.
I feel you, because like a lot of people ask me why, and I'm telling them this. I've done so many gigs in Chicago.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Up a whole new fan base.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I feel like I want to keep doing things outside of state.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so like people like familiarize with me and shit. After this, I have a music video I got to shoot in Houston.
Even if having a man state for somebody who can't, like, say they can't pay for a flight, if you just book shows and everywhere that's 3-4 hours away, motherfucking Indianapolis, St. Louis, Milwaukee, on short, you could create a buzz like that.
Let me say this on here. I don't know if this is gonna be out, by that time and shit. But like, let me say this: if you an indie, if you anyway make it an indie,
this shit coming when the show Saturday?
On the 11th.
Oh no, I ain't gonna come.
Yeah, but
it'll be out by next week.
But like there's still gonna be some other gigs.
For sure.
In the future,
lock in.
Like,
information in the description.
Yeah, but if you had a chance to be in any of my gig, or if you want to familiarize with Afro, because there's gonna be a hell of Africans in there. Because this party is mainly for my EP.
I wish I could be there. I know that shit.
I'm telling you, this party is mainly for my EP. So the videos you're gonna see coming out after is gonna be fire. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be hella people like anticipating to be there already. Like, yeah. So aside from that, after that, then like I said, I got a music video I got to shoot in Houston later on this same month. And after that, I think I'm gonna just focus more on like promotion and working on my album.
What's the Afro beat scene like in Chicago, like in the city? Like, what's it like? Is it Is it getting better? I want to say, like, this place I go to, I want to say they say the Wild Hair is like a Afro beat reggaeton type bar, but I don't never get the vibe of that when I get there.
Surprised the amount of people that fucking lately most people don't even go to clubs no more if they're not playing Afrobeat.
Yeah, I don't go to clubs at all, man.
Oh, you don't go to clubs? See, I go to clubs. See,
I go to a bar, so I ain't even going to clubs.
Bro, you gotta try to go to clubs.
I'm too old, man. I'm old, man.
Bro, you're never too old to have fun.
That's I have fun at the bar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like most people, they don't go to clubs if they're not playing Afrobeat.
Yeah.
That's one of the impact that Afrobeat is having right now in Chicago, and I've seen that shit happen a lot of times, even in Chicago here. You know what I'm saying? When you send somebody an invite to a club, first thing gonna ask you, are they gonna play Afrobeat? Is it
Yeah, the
Afrobeat?
chick I interviewed that did Afrobeat, she was from Oklahoma. She was here participating in the contest, so
Yeah,
I know it's
so like
definitely
everything that has to do with Afrobeat wise is just giving some type of impact that everybody want to be there. Everybody want to be there.
Let me ask you this: does everybody who make Afro, because especially in America, what Americans love to do, Americans love to ride waves on shore. So if something hot, they let it jump on it. Is Afrobeat strictly for melanated artists, or can anybody do Afrobeats? Because you already told me it's about who own it.
I feel you. I'm gonna try to give you the answer from what I think. I could be different from what somebody out there would think, or something like that. I think Afrobeat is not for everybody. It's not for. Don't get me wrong. Afrobeat, like Chris Brown hopped in Afrobeats a couple times. Man, this man sound like he was born for this. Like he sound good in it. There's some artists, I'm not gonna say no names, that I've heard a few times on some Afrobeat tracks, remixes and stuff. You be like, turn this shit off. You know what I'm saying? You're killing the Afrobeat sense of it. Just leave Afrobeat for people who were made for it. So like, I feel like Afrobeat, not everybody can hop on it, but if you can, then yeah, do it. But like I'm saying, but yeah, like Afrobeat is just for some specific type of people that are like made for it. Like if it's not for you, it's not for you. Just don't force it. Because like if you do, nobody's gonna listen to your shit. Real shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the 4-song EP, what's the synopsis? Like, is it a vibe to Afro beats? Like, can it be like a sad Afro beats album? Can it be like a dance Afro beats album?
Yeah.
Can it be like a smokers Afro beat album? Is that a thing?
Actually, the EP that I put out is actually like I'm gonna say like a sad, chill type of like when you just like down thinking about something type of Afrobeat. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes down to the last song on the EP, Love and Harmony, it's like, just by telling by the name Love and Harmony, is like it's giving you about this sense of like love vibes, of like, catchy vibes and shit. But the rest of it is just more of like sad. Like you just like I've had people give me feedback on the EP so far. And most of the things that I've heard so far, like, it makes me relaxed. Like, it makes you relaxed. Like, it makes you, like, just 2 headphones in, eyes in the ceiling, just chilling, just listening to things, just vibing. And, yeah, it's just more like a sad, calm type of EP. Yeah.
That's dope. If you don't mind me ask you, man, like, it's a lot going on, like, this is like a wave of the era of information. Like, you can go on Google and get all the information you need. We got a lot of things with like black people saying they not American, they saying they this, they that. What do you consider? Are you Nigerian? Are you American? Are you African American? What do you consider yourself? What do you or do you not consider yourself anything? What's that like?
See, let me tell you something.
Because you damn near half and half at this point.
Yeah,
right?
I'm damn near half and half. But listen, if anything, first thing, if you ask me where I'm from, first thing I'm gonna claim is African. I'm African. You know what I'm saying? I've had cases where like I've seen people because of like they moved out here from Africa. All of a sudden, you ask them whether you know what? Funny enough,
You can't get around that though. If somebody like you tell me anything else, I'm gonna look at them crazy just cause the accent. Just cause the accent.
Yes.
The accent.
But the thing is, do I like if you like? Okay, say you didn't like you've never heard the way I talk. You've never heard my accent before. Just looking at me with the way I move, the way I carry myself, you're not gonna tell I'm African.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? But when I speak to you, when you hear the accent and shit, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, he's African.
I didn't even get African straight off the bat.
Yeah.
You give me like, and it may be my fault because I'm like probably subliminally brainwashing myself. I've been watching a lot of documentaries on UK drill rap, and you give me like the way you talk. You like give me like UK drill rap, like how they talk, kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
My cousin that I used to make music that I make music with.
You fuck with the UK drill beats?
Oh yeah. Funny enough, I don't listen to more of UK music. But my cousin, every time you tell him, bro, you gotta make a UK song with the way you sound. You gotta like up on a UK beat.
Oh, you will go crazy. You'll go crazy.
You got to listen to Life Is a Game.
You go crazy.
You got to listen to. I have one song, Life Is a Game. When I put out that song, you went crazy.
Yeah,
You went crazy. That's like one of my highest streams right
UK
now.
drill, you go crazy on that shit because you already know all the lingo and shit.
I want to go to I want to go to UK and make like a collab with an actual UK artist. I don't care if it's actually upcoming or if it's blown up. Just as long as UK, you good. Let's make a song.
It's coming.
Yeah, let's make a song.
It's on the way, man. Before I get you up out of here, man. When you making music, man, do you ever is it ever like I need this song to be able to play on the radio? I need this song to be able to play in the club, or is it just always a vibe? If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
When I make my song, when I make music, I want my song to be played everywhere. Like it's a feeling. One time I walked into this one restaurant, right, and all of a sudden my song was playing.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I just felt a look.
That shit gotta be the best feeling in the world.
The feeling is good.
Like, hey, I'm gonna pay for my food twice. Goddamn.
Exactly. And not only that, when you see a bunch of people singing your song word for word, like the feeling is different. This party that I'm trying to throw right now, I'm gonna personally send some videos to you so you can see. Right, I already know how it's gonna be. The people in there that are coming for the party, they're coming mainly for the EP, right? When the EP starts playing, I'm guarantee you half of the people that's gonna be in there singing the song word for word.
Man, next Chicago show, I'm in that bitch.
For real, bro. Like I'm
like
telling
what
you,
going on,
so it's like these are the things that I want to see. These are the things that I'm hyped for. This is
and you doing everything you supposed to. You don't know how many times, if you just watch my interview, you probably hit me say this shit 10 times. I'm like, man, for the money they charge for the slot giveaways and just have your own show.
No, for real.
I done seen so many people on these flyers with Lil Durk slot giveaway. I ain't never seen nobody on Lil Durk stage.
Lil Durk yet. That's what I'm saying. The better you invest in yourself, the better it's gonna come out for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be putting
and ain't nobody else gonna invest in you if you don't invest in yourself.
In yourself.
Sure.
That's the thing. So it's like,
well, I'm gonna spend my money on you if you don't even spend your own money on you.
Now, let me tell you something. Now, this is a trick for everybody, right? Let's leave spending money part aside. You an upcoming artist, right? You know where you're trying to get to. You know what you're trying to get to. Making friends with people as an upcoming artist is heavy. When you make friends with the right people, I've had cases where it's like, okay, so the party I'm throwing right now, the venue, I was supposed to pay for the venue, but I ended up not paying for the venue. Why? Because I had gone to this one club one time in Indianapolis, right? And I met this one guy and shit. Collabed with him, shook hands and said, hey, what's up? Exchanged Instagram and stuff. So when he said I was trying to throw the party, when I saw the flyer and everything, he asked me, you got a venue for it yet? I said, yes, I got you. Free of charge. I got you. So even with the latest song, with the latest video that I put out on my YouTube, it was not paid for. It was shot for free. So it's like when you make friends with people in this, and they see the kind of struggle you go to see where you're trying to go. Most of these things you wouldn't even have to pay for it. You just, hey bro, hook me up with this. I got you.
That's a fact.
Or not even on just probably give you a discount. But when you carry yourself with pride and shit, nobody's gonna want to give you this thing for free. Now you gotta pay that money for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you put yourself down, put yourself open, bring people in, walk with them, talk with them, check on people and shit. Hey, you want to do this? I got you. Let's go shoot right now.
And
free.
And that's how it go every time. Because like, even with my performances, certain artists come in here and I be like, Joe, I just want to shoot you.
Right.
Like with you,
like, no,
we just gotta set it up. I just want to shoot it.
The whole time, you're not gonna do that for a nigga that you don't fuck with.
Hell no. Or if that shit weak. People send me music all day long, and I hate that shit because I'm not an A&R.
Yeah, right.
I got a record label. I'm trying to build it up, but I'm not an A&R. Nothing. This is a podcast. I interview people from all walks of life. It's just not recording artists.
Yeah.
But I people send me bullshit all the time. But it's some artists where I get in here and I be like it's $75 to get in there, but I be like, how do you finna blow up? So I just let me shoot. It'd be an honor just to shoot you before you blow up.
How do you feel about telling somebody your honest reaction about the song? Like, do you think like, okay, say I send you a song, right? That song is trash. You don't like. You don't want to have nothing to do with that song. You don't even want to shoot the video. How do you come up with that? Like, because when you tell the person in the face, sometimes it comes out as rude.
Facts.
Yeah. So how do you? I want to see your perspective. I don't want to see how you go around with it.
If you know what I'm saying, before I even work with anybody, we do one of these. That's why it's kind of good that I got a podcast before we even work to each other. So say we do work with each other in the future, we already sat down and talked for 2 hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. So I kind of already got a vibe of how you come and how you feel about things. So if we do sit down and have that conversation, and I feel, and it was totally opposite.
Yeah.
All right, man. Interview over. I holler at you, and you will never hear from me again in life.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
right.
just certain. I like to think I'm a good judge of character. You know what I'm saying? So,
I like that.
And people always be like, "How long is the interview?" I be like, "It depends on who's sitting in front of me." If you ever watch an interview and it's 20 minutes, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, for real though. I feel
Oh,
that.
sure. Like right now, I'm getting ready to run out of camera space. We got 15 minutes of camera time left.
I'm enjoying this. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's dope.
I'm enjoying
It's
this
dope.
talk right now.
Yeah.
I'm just right here.
So before I get you out of here, I'm gonna leave you with a couple questions, man. When you look back, you know what I'm saying, at everything you invested, you know what I'm saying, everything you went through, where you come from, you know what I'm saying, do you feel like it was all worth it, you know what I'm saying, or do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you've been fighting all your life just to get to this point?
No, I feel like it was worth it. Like I said, I feel like everything happens for a reason. Like, me coming here was not coincidental. It was not by accident. It was because probably God knew. Okay, if I leave this man out there in Nigeria, he's not gonna do nothing for himself, right? Let me bring him out here.
Was your friends like, man, hey Joe, you made it, you going to America, man, dude?
Funny enough, when I told people, I wasn't supposed to tell people I was traveling.
Damn.
I wasn't, because we so heavy on that. Because people might have some bad thoughts.
They might put some juju on you just
Yeah.
because you're going to America.
Yeah, so my mom strictly told me, do not speak to nobody in school about you traveling, right? But I have people that I'm friends with. I have my circle. You know what I'm saying? I can't just boom, all of a sudden I'm out,
Right.
I'm nowhere. I gotta tell people. Even when I told her yes, I'm not gonna tell nobody about it, I still told people about it, right? But things when I told my friends about it and shit, they didn't even believe me. They're like, "You going? Get out of here, bro.
You
You're
ain't
not
going to America.
bro."
That shit crazy. bro.
I said, "Nah, for real.
That's crazy coming from somebody who been here all their life.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. But you're like, you stuck in here. I'm like, bro, I'm dead ass going to America. If I'm not, y'all not gonna see me no more. So it got to a point where it's like, damn. The next day I ain't coming to school. The other day I wasn't around. They ain't see me in the streets. They ain't see me. They came to my house. I was doing it. Where the fuck is this nigga at? This nigga's gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't reach me for at least for a year. Because our service line we use is different what we use out there. So now it took me a whole year to get to set up a SIM card, set up on the phone and shit. And I'm on Facebook. They see my first post on Facebook. Damn, this nigga's actually in America, bro. Like, I'm like, yeah, they. I still gotta talk to them back and forth again, you know what I'm saying? But like, when I told them at first, they ain't never believe I was gonna be out here, for like real shit. Yeah,
Sure. And they like, my nigga made it. I'm sure my nigga.
They actually think I made it, like I'm done. But like, because when they see me post something on Facebook and Instagram,
Your ass look like Drake and shit today.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but then like where I see you from, I have a long way to go, man. I have a lot to accomplish, man.
What I want to ask you before you get up, I want to know about the food, man. The food is the food the same? I don't know how similar the dish is to where you from on the continent, but I just had like some fufu, and that shit was fast as hell.
What soup you had it with?
I don't know, baby. Mama just ordered some off Uber Eats. I want to say a goosey. I want to say
that's my favorite soup.
That shit was fatto on shorty. So
So-
is it the same? Like, is it the same? Like you be like, it's good, but this ain't the way they make it at home.
You mean is it the same the way it was back home?
Is it the same? Like the if I go get fufu or goosey soup, is the same way for me going and get it like in Nigeria.
I say in Nigeria it tastes way better.
So this like the American version.
It's more like it tastes good, but like I don't know. The way my mom makes it is, I want to eat this shit like every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like when you eat it out here, it's like, because most of the things they used to make it out here, they got to ship it from out there. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, American food is more processed food.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So they use also processed foods to make this. Back there, we're not using processed foods to make this.
Straight out
We
the
using it
dirt.
from scratch. We making this like you could go in the river right now, right? Catch a fish, put that fish to dry on the sun like for like 9 days, right? When it gets dry, you cut it up, put it in the soup, you do whatever you want to do with it. But in America, they're using the machines, the fast processors, so it's different. So when you taste it back in the motherland, it's like, this is the shit. But like when you taste it out here, it's good. But me personally, I feel like it's.
But it could be better. I'm sure.
With the way they make it, like,
because it's good now. I want that shit was fat. I'm sure.
Back home, they put more work in making it. They spend hours in making a soup.
Yeah.
But right here, you have all these machines helping you. You have all this.
Yeah, I ordered. It was here in like 30 minutes.
But they gonna put their time into it. They gonna use their hands. Make all this shit from scratch.
But no, that was good. Like me and my family, me, my daughter, and my girl made like a video eating it on YouTube.
You eat it with your hands?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. You didn't probably know how to roll it well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll send you the video. Bro.
I've watched some couple YouTube about where people make mukbangs and shit when they eat Nigerian food and shit. The way they roll it up with their hands,
they do it wrong.
But you gotta grab grab a piece, roll up like a ball, right?
Yeah.
When it's like rolled up fresh, you use your thumbs to make like a little hole in it, right? So when there's a little holes in it, that's where you put the soup to stay in the hole, right? And then you eat it with.
So I'm glad you're here. Do you chew it or swallow it?
You swallow. You don't chew it.
See, that's the tough part.
Nah, you don't chew it. You swallow it. The only thing you chew in it is probably the meat or the fish in it. But that's why most people don't. Most people, if you want to tell them what you're trying to eat, just call it swallow. So when you tell them swallow,
that's the soup or the fufu.
No, that's the word they used to generalize it.
Okay.
So
the whole meal.
The whole meal. They call it
swallow.
Yeah, swallow. Because you don't eat it, you swallow it.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna see in the video. But I think we was talking about like, do we eat it or because we watched like other people eat it, and it was a African. I forget his name, but I was watching his shit, and he was like in the continent. And he was eating it.
Yeah, you don't.
But he was like swallowing it.
Yeah, you just putting him because. It's starch. It's slippery. So when you put it in your mouth, it goes straight down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to chew.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Man, I feel like we got a lot of shit coming up, cooking in the future, man. I'm glad you came through.
I'm glad.
Second time's a charm, man. Before you get up out of here, man, let the people know where they can find you on social media, the music, where they can connect. You say you're doing features with everybody. Where they can set these shit up, man.
Hey, man, I'm doing features with whatever, whatever song you want me to.
Call it 2Times 290 more on the way.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, code it 2Times, CODED 2TIMES. You can find me on Snapchat, Big 2 motherfucking times, Big 2 MI, Big 2 MFINTIMES on Snapchat, and on Twitter the same thing, bro. Code it 2Times. Just hit me up with a collab, feature, or whatever, bro. I'm in there for sure. I ain't picking or choosing.
Said he ain't Hollywood, man. Like I said, man, appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too,
in a minute, gang.
Yeah, for sure.